Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to tackle one of the most common and frankly, one of the most annoying little problems in pretty much any building, that long, frustrating wait for hot water to finally show up.
You know that feeling, right? You turn on the shower, you go to wash your hands, and you just stand there, waiting, while all this perfectly good water just runs down the drain. Well, guess what? That delay isn't just a fact of life. There's a specific culprit behind it, and a surprisingly simple hero to the rescue.
All right, let's diagnose this thing properly, because that wait isn't just an inconvenience, it's actually a symptom of something happening deep inside your plumbing system. And that lukewarm water you feel right before it gets hot? That's not in your head. It is a flashing neon sign that your hot water isn't staying where it's supposed to be. And that means you're wasting time, you're wasting energy, and you're wasting a lot of water. So, what is this hidden culprit? Well, the whole problem really boils down to two simple words: water backflow. Let's unpack exactly what that means, because it's the key to everything. See, a lot of modern buildings have this really clever setup called a hot water recirculation system. Its entire job is to keep hot water constantly moving through the pipes, so it's always right there, ready to go the second you need it. On paper, it's a brilliant solution. But, plumbing can be tricky. When the pump that's driving that system cycles off, or when the pressures in the pipes get a little unbalanced, something kind of crazy happens. The water actually starts flowing backward, away from your faucet and all the way back towards the heater. And this really just lays it all out, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the plan: hot water flowing straight to you. But on the right, you see what's actually happening with backflow. That precious hot water is literally going the wrong way down a one-way street, leaving you standing there in the cold. So how do we stop this backward march and get our instant hot water back? Well, the solution is a real unsung hero of the plumbing world, a small but mighty device called the check valve. Think of it like a bouncer at a club. A check valve is basically your plumbing security guard. It's got one single, non-negotiable rule: water flows in, but it does not flow back out. It's a one-way door that swings open for the hot water moving forward, but slams shut the very second anything tries to reverse course. And the way it works is just beautiful in its simplicity. When the pump pushes water forward, the pressure just pops the valve open. The moment that forward pressure drops, boom, the valve snaps shut automatically. There are no electronics, no computers, no thinking involved. It's just a pure mechanical process that stops backflow dead in its tracks. Okay, so what's the payoff here? What does this actually mean for you standing there at the sink? Well, when your water is flowing the right way, the whole experience changes. The benefits are immediate. You get hot water in seconds, not minutes. The temperature stays consistent, no more of those surprise lukewarm spurts. And you stop sending gallons of perfectly good water down the drain every single day. It's a win for your comfort, a win for your wallet, and honestly, it's a huge win for water conservation. And this isn't just for single-family homes. This is absolutely critical in multi-story buildings, like apartment complexes or hotels. In those places, the plumbing is way more complex, and pressure changes all the time, which makes backflow a total nightmare. A simple check valve is what makes sure everyone, on every floor, gets the hot water they're expecting. And maybe the best part of all is that this isn't some massive tear-out-the-walls kind of renovation. Installing a check valve is more like a surgical strike, a smart, targeted upgrade that solves one specific and very annoying problem. Yeah, in the industry, they call this a retrofit, just an efficient fix for a system that's already there. And it's really no surprise that pros are using them more and more, because it directly silences one of the most common complaints they hear from tenants and homeowners alike. Now, the device itself is super simple, but the installation really needs to be right. This is where a professional comes in. They'll make sure the valve is properly rated for hot water, that it's the right size for the pipe, that it's facing the right direction, and yes, that really matters, and they'll make sure it plays nice with any existing pumps or timers in your system. Ultimately, this one little piece of hardware is part of a much bigger story. It's about making our homes and our buildings smarter and more efficient. It's about reducing our environmental footprint by saving a really precious resource. And maybe most importantly, it's about making our daily lives just that little bit better. So the next time you're standing at the sink with your hand out, just waiting for the warmth, remember this: that frustrating little delay isn't something you just have to live with. It's a sign of a hidden problem, and now you know it has a surprisingly simple solution.